assistant coaches, wrestlers, statisticians, athletic trainers, managers, anybody associated with the team are governed by the rules of the NFHS 2018-2019 rulebook. No exceptions. Doesn't matter who it is. If you're associated with the team, you are either a coach, a wrestler, or team personnel. Those are one of the three things you fall under. Spectators have their own. We're going to cover that just in a second. Coaches, they can get up out of their chair. They can, coach their kids hard. They got to stay back in the chair area. They can't, come into the circle. That is a violation if that happens. They get up. They can move behind the bench, encourage the wrestler. They can get up and talk to a wrestler getting ready to come to the mat while the match is still going on. Whatever the case is. Typical coach stuff. But they're restricted, though, to that area. Same thing with wrestlers. If they're up warming up, they're next up on the mat, whatever the case is, they can get up, get loose, do a couple shots, whatever they need to do to get yourself warmed up, jump rope. Same thing with athletic trainers, managers, people like that. Unless there's an injury timeout called or blood time, recovery time, the training staff needs to stay on the bench area or in the seat, whatever. If he's one of the two beating hearts in the chair, need to remain there until they're needed. Managers, they're the same way. If they're getting water for the guys or whatever the case is, for the wrestlers, I should say, they can move back and forth, but they have to stay in the designated area of a dual meet, as with the chairs on one side of the mat, or if it's like at a tournament, they need to stay behind, and not necessarily directly behind, but behind the chairs of the coaches. Remember, only two beating hearts, not 15 people. That is in Rule 7, Section 5, Articles 1 through 6. Now, coaches, team personnel, and wrestlers can still get unsportsmanlike conduct, which is different than coach misconduct. As you guys have saw already, or heard already, we say it 100 times, you can get it before, during, and after the match. There are certain criteria that has to be met for a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, before and after. Remember, you're allowed 2 of those. One warning, next one, you're gone. So remember that. Also, flagrant misconduct. Coaches, team personnel, and wrestlers are also subject to flagrant misconduct. And, you guys have learned about that already. Use of tobacco, swearing, trying to fight, anything like that. That is also adds flagrant misconduct. This is where I really wanted to get this video to. Rule 7, Section 5, Article 6, the conduct of fans. Just because you paid admission to get in to watch a tournament or a duel, whatever, that does not give you the right to act like an idiot. Yes, I said that. You do not have the right to act like an idiot. You can yell for your team, you can scream, holler, hoot, whatever you want to do, but you do not have the right to act like an idiot. A lot of people get that wrong. They think that just because they paid admission, they can say and do whatever they want. That is not the case. That is not the case at all. Especially at a wrestling meet, because as you guys know, the way that a lot of gyms are laid out, a lot of arenas are laid out, you are pretty much right on top of the mat. Some sports, basketball, football, baseball, the bleachers are back away from the playing surface. Wrestling, right there on top of the action. You do not have the right, I'm going to say this again, to act like an idiot. You fall under the jurisdiction of the rule book. Once you're inside that gymnasium or that arena, you fall into the jurisdiction of the NFHS rulebook. You can still be hit with unsportsmanlike conduct to the team, which for fans is an ejection or flagrant misconduct, which is also an ejection. It is the responsibility of the home team management. If you're at like a tournament, whoever is hosting the tournament, it is their responsibility to remove the fans, or the parties need to be removed. If you're at, say, like a sponsored tournament, maybe you're at like a news organization type tournament or a sponsored 32-team tournament, whoever is hosting that meet, whatever host school is hosting, if it's not at like a high school or gym or whatever, like at an arena, the host school is responsible for removing the parties from the gymnasium or arena area. So remember that. Come cheer for your team, cheer for your son or daughter, whoever's wrestling, grandson, granddaughter, niece, nephew, whatever it is. But do not act like an idiot. Do not come onto the mat and try to fight somebody. Don't try to fight somebody after the match. Don't try to fight the referee. In Kentucky, I'm sure a lot of states have this too. I'd say every state does. Kentucky actually has a law that, not to say protects, because it's not going to protect the ref while it's going on, but there is a law against trying to fight or assault on an official. I actually did a editorial article for the Kentucky Wrestling Officials Association a couple years ago about assault on officials. That is sadly, it's a real thing. A couple years ago, video surfaced of a referee getting headbutted by a heavyweight, and the referee I don't know if the guy's still alive. This was the video shot years ago, but it just surfaced a couple years ago. The referee gets headbutted by a heavyweight after a match. I can't remember, it's like a controversial fall or something like that. The referee suffered blindness and headaches and all that kind of stuff. There is absolutely no need for that. There is no reason a fan, a coach, a wrestler, anybody should try to fight with an official. I'm not just saying that because it's me. I'm just saying that because that violates the human conduct code. There is no reason for anybody to want to fight an official at a sporting event. None whatsoever. As you guys have seen me before, if you ever seen me at a wrestling meet, anytime I think that a coach, a wrestler, a team personnel, a fan is getting out of control, I will stop the match, or I will go to whoever that person is associated with and say, hey, you better tell them to stop it. If they want to stay in this gym, they better cool it, or they'll be escorted out. I don't play with that kind of stuff. I don't referee to watch people fight in the stands or fight each other. I referee wrestling because I enjoy it. I'm not going to and other referees should have the same mindset. As Barney Fife would say, nip it in the bud. If you think there's a problem coming, deal with it. Hey, I need this guy out of here. He's causing a ruckus. He's trying to fight. I need this person out of here. They're, mouthing off to another team, whatever it is. I understand emotions run high. I get that. That is sports. Wrestling is the most competitive one-on-one sport in high school athletics. You're going to get in your feelings. Everybody wants to win. Nobody trains to be second place. I understand that. But at the end of the day, you got to realize we're humans. We're going to make mistakes. The other team, other wrestlers, they want to win just as much as you do, if not more. But don't take it to a level to where you embarrass yourself. Don't get yourself in the funny papers to where you're arrested or you're charged with an assault on an official, or even if you find another person, they can go swear out a warrant on you and have you arrested. As you guys have seen by watching this video, almost everything is recorded. You can't hardly do anything at a wrestling meet that is not recorded. I actually fell a couple weeks ago at a meet. It was the funniest thing of all day. Somebody got it on film. I've not seen it yet, but it happens. Especially if people think there's going to be a fight between fans or wrestlers, or there's going to be a fight between coaches, fans, and a referee, whatever it is, they're going to pull their phone out and they're going to record it. Probably going to upload it to YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or whatever it is. Don't put yourself in that situation. Go enjoy the meet, enjoy the tournament, but don't act like an idiot. It's the only thing I can say to you. Be respectful, enjoy it. If you think you can do it, sign up. I'll link the description below for Kentucky's referee sign up. Think you can do better? Come out here and join us. There's always room for more. So there you have it. Coach Misconduct, conduct of team personnel, conduct of wrestlers, conduct of fans. Rule 5, Section 5, Articles 1, 2, and 3. Rule 7, Section 5, Articles 1 through 6. Rule 6, Section 6. Rule 8, Section 1, Article 5. That is the definitions of coach misconduct, conduct of fans, team personnel, wrestlers, and the penalty progression that would follow said rules for all four parties. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Tell somebody about these videos. We I'm very greatly appreciative of everybody that's watching. The numbers are spectacular. The subscriber numbers are growing. I can't say enough how much I appreciate that. I know a lot of wrestlers have come to me and want to be in some of the videos. Guys, I promise, when we're together, we will film. If I have something to film, I will try my best to get you involved. Those that have asked about being in videos, I know that, I don't want anybody to feel left out. There's just, sometimes we just can't get it all done in one night or one meet. So just bear with me. If we're together, I promise we will use you. Video number 15, like, share, and subscribe. Tell somebody about this. And we will see you guys on the mat.